Hey everybody, I'm here in Foster City, California, and I wanted to give you a city review. Foster City is mostly residential, but in Foster City there are several very big and famous employers worldwide, such as Visa, Gilead, and Sony. And there are also other famous companies and smaller companies as well. The city is known for its smart people and um, very good companies in different areas. As I mentioned, the city is mostly residential. There are a lot of parks around Foster City. There's also tennis courts, a recreation center. There's a library. The library is very small compared to the libraries of some other cities nearby, such as Burlingame and San Mateo, for example. I think the reason for that is Foster City is not as established as Burlingame or San Mateo, so it's still kind of developing. It actually doesn't have a central downtown area. There's a few shopping kind of strip mall type places here and there, and there's a Laguna, Central Laguna, where there's the recreation center, which is kind of really probably the downtown, considered the downtown area of Foster City. But other than that, it's mostly residential. And there's a famous fireworks for 4th of July in Foster City, which is very nice. I recommend that you see that if you haven't. And other than that, Foster City is known for its laguna. The laguna goes around the city, so there's a lot of houses on the laguna. It's very nice, you have a nice view if you live there. And it's known for its canoeing and boating, and there's even a dragon boat racing on that laguna for one of the Chinese festivals. What I don't like about Foster City is especially anywhere near a water, it's kind of windy, and if it wasn't for the wind it would have felt warmer, but it's kind of windy in a lot of areas. Of course, there are areas that it's not so windy, but anywhere where there's a water, it seems there's quite a bit of wind, and especially on the bay. The Bay Trail goes around Foster City on the bay side, so it's a nice kind of alley where you can walk or bike or rollerblade or skateboard. Overall, the weather in Foster City is nice. As I mentioned, it's quite sunny. The only thing is that as I mentioned, it could be windy at times. It doesn't snow here, just like in most other places in the Bay Area. Foster City is by the San Francisco Bay, so there's been some discussions, about the water level rising, and there's been some initiatives to strengthen the coastline. So far, the rising water hasn't affected the city, but that's definitely one of the issues that this city has and will continue to experience in the future. Overall, it's very safe here. I think it's even safer than some other cities nearby. I don't think there's any major crime here. It feels very safe. What else? Commuting, of course, if you live here, you can work not only here but anywhere else in the Bay Area. It's located just by the San Mateo Hayward Bridge, so it's an easy commute to the East Bay if you happen to work there, or you can also commute to San Francisco or Silicon Valley because it's really halfway between the two. And And let me see what else. Schools here are very good, exceptionally good. But I think there's no high school in Foster City, so kids from Foster City have to study in nearby cities for high school. Elementary school and middle school is really good here. There's no universities here, I don't think. So obviously, if you want to go to university and you live in Foster City, you have to go to any of the universities in the Bay Area or anywhere else. Here is more expensive than nearby cities, except for probably Hillsborough. Foster City seems to be a newer city, so actually the housing looks good, but overall my impression is a lot of the houses are not, they're kind of a different architectural style than the regular houses in nearby cities like Burlingame or San Mateo, and they're kind of don't seem as solid. I'm not an engineer or architect, but if I feel like they're kind of some of them look like a bungalow type style, kind of a lot of wood, not much stone, kind of this type of house. But other than that, I'm sure they're pretty good. They're very expensive, so they must be, I guess. Public transportation here, there's a bus going from here to Hillsdale Mall. Hillsdale Mall is one of the biggest malls here on the peninsula. That bus can also take you to Caltrain. There's a Caltrain station in Hillsdale, and from Hillsdale you can take Caltrain either all the way to San Francisco or down to Silicon Valley. If you want to connect to BART, you need to take Caltrain to the BART station in Millbrae and then take BART from there to San Francisco or anywhere else you want to go, including the San Francisco airport. Speaking of the airport, it's very close. From here it's probably, I'd say, 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes at most. So it's very convenient. I think there is also some hotels here in Foster City. Some people are staying here for business. I think the hotels are typically on the high end. And there's an extended stay here hotel that has equipped kitchens and things like that, and they rent this, I believe, by the month. Overall, I think Foster City is more expensive than nearby cities, including everything, including grocery shopping and things like that. Although there are a few specialized supermarkets here, there's a couple of supermarkets. Actually, one of them is Ranch 99, is a Chinese or Asian one, and then there's another one which I believe it's in San Mateo, but it's very close to Foster City, which is also Asian. I think those places are typically a little bit cheaper than the overall supermarkets, but I think my impression is that overall most things are more expensive here. But other than cafes, restaurants and things like that, I don't think there's any major stores here. I may be wrong, but I personally haven't seen any really retail here. Maybe some small retail, but nothing like other cities here in the area. As I mentioned, Hillsdale Mall is pretty close. So that's pretty much, I think, what I had regarding Foster City. If you have any questions, please let me know. And please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.